symbiotic relationship that jazz and Broadway have had. The Great American Songbook produced some wonderful classic songs that contributed to the relationship, I think, of Broadway and jazz. And I want to mention just a couple of composers who had such a big piece in that. Irving Berlin is one, George and Ira Gershwin, both, Richard Rodgers, Harold Arlen, Jerome Kern, Cole Porter, later Leonard Bernstein, Andrew Lloyd Webber, Stephen Sondheim. It's part of the basic repertoire of so many jazz greats in our world. We'll celebrate today the intersection of jazz and Broadway, and I'd like to welcome Bud Noble and his trio.
In 1956, I was very fortunate. I went out to California under the guidance of my uncle, Ray Noble, who some of you I think may know or know of, and got a personal introduction to Dory Sherry, who was the successor to Louis B. Mayer, and I sat in the staff in the music department studying with Russ Garcia, because Ray thought it would be a great education, which it was. And after I fulfilled my running for coffee stuff and doing very little else for the first year, they realized that I was kind of like the real deal, and they signed me to a full deal. So it was a total of a 7-year contract there. So I was with MGM from 56 to 63, during which time I had an opportunity to play with some of the greatest musicians that ever came down the pipe. Opportunity to accompany Judy Garland on many occasions as her rehearsal pianist prior to her trip to Europe, which was actually going to be her undoing. What a beautiful, beautiful lady she was. Whatever you may have heard was a tragedy, her personal life, because she was a victim of Louis B. Mayer. They gave her pills to wake up, go to sleep, work. She was working on 4 movies at a time sometimes. But when that red light went on, boy, she was without a doubt, and I'm saying this without any trepidation whatsoever, she was the finest musician I have ever met and probably ever will meet. Actually, my real gig now is being a colleague of Michael Pedersen at Stockton College. I really enjoy that. And I enjoy that as much as a standing ovation, Michael. Not just being at Stockton College, but being there with you.
Yeah.
Because Michael and I have a great deal in common in that we've been there, done that, bought a few shirts. And what we teach comes from experience. Make sure all these things still work. So far, so good. Like I was telling Mike earlier, I wish everything else worked as good as it did. This week, rather, I have the great honor of celebrating 60 years in show business. And it didn't seem possible. And at the same week, my wedding anniversary, 26 years. On Emily's and my very first date, we danced to the music of Michael Pedersen. At the top of the trunk. And you're responsible for everything. It was